ACF Slams Ohaneze NDIGBO over demand for NNAMDI release. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. The Arewa consultative firm ACF has said that the NDIGBO's demand for the release of NNAMDI suggested that the tribal organization was in support of his alleged atrocities against Nigeria. The National Publicity Secretary of the ACF, Emmanuel Yawo, said that anyone accused of a serious crime against the state should be allowed to face the law. He said, "Why should anybody who is accused of serious crimes against the state be released by the executive because his tribal organization has so demanded? If we start doing that, there is no more rule of law again in Nigeria. If there is no rule of law, there is no democracy. If the man is convicted, we will understand if there is a plea to the president to grant him a pardon through the prerogative of mercy as stated in the Constitution. We do not agree that a person accused of serious crimes against the state, the type that NNAMDI is accused of, should be freed. It appears OHANAEZE NDIGBO has always been in support of his activities, some of which have cost a lot of lives, including those of security agents. If they are not against his alleged crimes, why demand his release without his going through the due process of the law? Is he above the law of the land?" The post ACF Slams Ohaneze NDIGBO over demand for NNAMDI release appeared first on Vanguard News. Okay, this particular one, I'm going to ask. They are saying that if they demand for it and it is granted to them, that there is no rule of law. Before God and man, before dumb and deaf, before blind and seeing Nigerians, are they still going to come out and say there is rule of law in this country? Don't say that. Don't allow your prejudice becloud your sense of reasoning. There is no rule of law. And for you to come out and say that it is because of their conditions, sincerely, he has cried out that of how he's being treated so inhumanely. And I wonder what kind of government is this? Nobody is saying give him presidential treatment. Nobody is even saying give him treat him more than others. But did you follow due course? Do you just come out because you read a particular article and you just come out and you just dive into it, jump into conclusions? No, you make your findings. This man cried out that he is being, like he's dying. His health issue is deteriorating. He already has an eye issue, and that the dire condition he is making things worse. He doesn't see the sun for he sees the sun for a day, just 1 hour a day, and that others are not allowed to relate him. Do you know what that can do to you psychologically? You don't come out and jump into the situation just because you have data. No. I am not in support of crimes, but if you are going to really come out to say crimes against the state, does this mean now that because one is a father or mother, your children cannot call you out if you do things that are not right? Let us not forget that the current sitting administration now, that they raided the 2 secessionist agitators group in the presence of Mr. NNAMDI and Mr. Sunday Adeyemo, known as Sunday Igboho. Let us not forget that. I do not even know why these things are not even being said. Does it now mean that because you're a parent, you have the right to brutalize your child? Is that what you're saying? And then when the child now is becoming stubborn now, then you start saying, oh, you're not being stubborn. You're the one that spiked the child in the first place. That is just it. You cannot come and be saying rule of law and you're saying somebody raided. Are you not saying is this particular writer now, or this ACF now, this ACF body, did they not follow the trend? Because you don't dash into trend without going back to do your research. In 2017, a dialogue was going on between, I think, the state government. I'm not sure if it is exactly the state government or this current administration, but it's under this administration that his house was raided, his parents killed. Nobody said anything about it, and you're here saying he committed crime. That what? In Nigeria, where there is nothing like democracy, in Nigeria, where democracy has run to hide, where democracy is hidden. Come on. It is better you do not allow sentiments be clouded with sense of reasoning. He as a person, the crime you are saying he commits, please say it out. You are saying he incited people. How do you get to incite people? The Southeast has been, they have known to be always coming out to say they are being marginalized. And of course, if you look at things, it is true. Now, is that inciting people? That you come out and say your problem as it is does not mean you collected something to. Do you when you're bitten by a snake or when you're being chased by a lion, do you wait until somebody come and bribe you before you say you're in trouble? No. These people only allow this man to be their mouthpiece. Bottom line, call any of them. Put them in separate places and tell them. They will tell you that look at what cost it. You cannot come and just be saying you want to give a solution to the surface surface solution to the problem. No. If you're going to come out and say he committed a crime, do you know of what the crime the state has committed against people of his likes? How is Sunday Igboho doing? He's not in Benin Republic for over how many months? Have you, the ACF, come out and spoken against crimes like that? I don't understand, sincerely. Does it mean when you are now in government, I've said it before, your brain part is fogged? Or, sincerely, I do not understand how somebody who is or people who are considered elites, they come out and make such statement. If you do not know what to say, the thing is you remain quiet. To be sincere, this is very, very annoying. Let's remove all the prejudice surrounding this particular incident now. Take, for instance, this man now is just a citizen of Nigeria. Let us say, for instance, he does not in any way stand for any race, because NNAMDI Kanu, he's standing on behalf of the Igbo race, that's the Southeast region. The same thing with Sunday Igboho. He is standing on behalf of the Odua nation. Two of them represent that. They are not standing alone on their own. No. Let's say, for instance, these people now, in any way, they are just alone. Let's say they are alone. Will you come out and say this? That somebody was almost killed. He fled for his life. And then finally he was abducted back to the country. And you're here saying he committed what crimes? If prejudice have not beclouded your sense of reasoning, you will not be saying this. That is just the truth. Remove sentiments from this. Open your eyes. Even a deaf, dumb person, when you tell the person, this is what happened and this is what follows, so the person will say, ah, no, the government spiked it. The agitations even became more after the raid on both Igboho's house and the NNAMDI Kanu. So we don't just come out and make claims. He has been wronged also, and the state should be held responsible for those crimes they committed against him himself. I mean, as if rule of law that has not been functioning since God knows when. Rule of law that people commit so many crimes and before you know it, they are freed of it. Nothing is said about it. Rule of law, if you are going to say the rule of law, go and see how the AGF has been, the accusations on this person. If you finish looking at it, you look at the Accountant General of the Federation. Then you tell me if the rule of law is really functioning in this country. Let us learn to open our minds and eyes to the truth. Don't allow prejudice. I think the Southeasterners, what they do is, if you're wrong, they tell you you're wrong. They do not side you. That is why we are having these problems in this country. They are not the type that does it is my brother. No. You're wrong, you're wrong. You're right, you're right. Simple. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.